Welcome to the town of Chapel Hill's September 11th Remembrance ceremony. Today marks 19 years since a group of terrorists collectively brought a new kind of war to the United States on September 11th, 2001. Now, 19 years removed from that fateful day, people all across the country are remembering the events of September 11th. Much has been said about how our world has changed that day. Certainly, life for public safety professionals was changed forever. There were many lessons learned that day for first responders, new training, methods of communication, response procedures. Life is different in our work because of what was asked of so many brave first responders on that day 19 years ago, and the lessons that were learned from their efforts. We were provided with countless examples of generosity, compassion, dedication, loyalty, service, and sacrifice. We witness these examples on a daily basis. Many people look back on September 12th as a day where we were at our best as a nation. Neighbors greeted each other. American flags were flown. We pulled together as one and we saw each other as a community, maybe in a way that we never had before. While we are honoring those heroes who gave so much on September 11th, we should also commit never to forget how we came together in the days and weeks that followed.
Time has helped with healing, but nothing can erase the images that we all saw that day. Our individual memories of where we were and what we were doing when we heard the first plane hitting the North Tower at 8:46 a.m. will stay with us forever. September 11th changed our world forever. But I believe that the healing started on September 12th when the whole nation came together and asked, what can we do to help? What can we do for each other? Whether you serve in public safety, healthcare, education, or in many other organizations that serve our communities, you know that this important lesson learned after 9/11 attacks wasn't really a lesson at all, but rather a reminder. Thank you to everyone who puts on a uniform, any uniform, in service to your community. You are seen and you are appreciated, and we will never forget that.
Tuesday, September 11th, 2001, 7:59 a.m. American Airlines Flight 11, a Boeing 767 with 92 people aboard, takes off from Boston's Logan International Airport en route to Los Angeles.
8:14 a.m. United Airlines Flight 175, a Boeing 767 with 65 people aboard, takes off from Boston. It is also headed to Los Angeles.
8:19 a.m. Flight attendants aboard Flight 11 alert ground personnel that the plane has been hijacked. American Airlines notifies the FBI.
8:20 a.m. American Airlines Flight 77 takes off from Dulles International Airport outside of Washington, D.C. The Boeing 757 is headed to Los Angeles with 64 people aboard.
8:40 a.m. The FAA alerts NORAD about the suspected hijacking of Flight 11, and in response, scrambles two fighter planes located at Cape Cod's Otis Air National Guard Base to locate and tail Flight 11. They are not yet in the air when Flight 11 crashes into the North Tower.
8:41 a.m. United Airlines Flight 93, a Boeing 757 with 44 people aboard, takes off from Newark International Airport en route to San Francisco. It had been scheduled to depart at 8 a.m., around the time of the other hijacked flights.
8:46 a.m. Muhammad Atta and the other hijackers aboard American Airlines Flight 11 crashed the plane into floors 93 to 99 of the North Tower of the World Trade Center, killing everyone on board and hundreds inside the building. Within seconds, the NYPD and FDNY dispatched units to the World Trade Center, while Port Authority Police Department officers on site began immediate evacuation of the North Tower. Observing the impact of the aircraft into the North Tower from a dozen blocks away while at another incident, 1st Due FDNY Battalion Chief Joseph Pfeiffer immediately called for a second alarm. While en route, he called for third alarm units at 8:48. He arrived at the lobby of the North Tower at 8:50 a.m. and established the incident command post.
8:50 a.m. White House Chief of Staff Andrew Card alerts President George W. Bush that a plane has hit the World Trade Center. The president is visiting an elementary school in Sarasota, Florida at the time.
At 9 a.m., while en route to the incident, Chief of Department Peter Gansey upgraded the response to a 5th alarm assignment.
9:03 a.m. Hijackers crashed United Airlines Flight 175 into floors 75 through 85 of the World Trade Center's South Tower, killing everyone on board and hundreds inside the building.
9:08 a.m., the FAA bans all takeoffs of flights going to New York City or through the airspace around the city.
9:12 a.m. Chief Gansey called a second 5th alarm assignment.
9:21 a.m., the Port Authority closes all bridges and tunnels in the New York City area.
9:24 a.m. The FAA notified needs of the suspected hijacking of Flight 77 after some passengers and crew aboard are able to alert family members on the ground.
9:31 a.m., speaking from Florida, President Bush calls the events in New York City an apparent terrorist attack on our country.
9:37 a.m. Hijackers aboard Flight 77 crashed the plane into the western facade of the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., killing 59 aboard the plane and 125 military and civilian personnel inside the building.
9:42 a.m., for the first time in history, the FAA grounds all flights over or bound for the continental United States. Some 3,300 commercial flights and 1,200 private planes are guided to airports in Canada and the United States over the next 2.5 hours.
9:45 a.m. Amid escalating rumors of other attacks, the White House and U.S. Capitol building are evacuated, along with numerous other high-profile buildings, landmarks, and public spaces.
9:59 a.m., the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapses.
10:07 a.m. After passengers and crew members aboard the hijacked Flight 93 contact friends and family and learn about the attacks in New York and Washington, they mount an attempt to retake the plane. In response, hijackers deliberately crashed the plane into a field in Somerset County, Pennsylvania, killing all 40 passengers and crew aboard.
10:28 a.m., the World Trade Center's North Tower collapses, 102 minutes after being struck by Flight 11.
There were 2,753 World Trade Center deaths. 343 FDNY fire personnel died. 23 NYPD officers died. 37 Port Authority police officers died.